Hey, you. Click the links after you watch this. Okay, thanks. Welcome back, Gale Force, and thank you for attending my presentation about Leif, the main character of Thracia 776 and a second generation unit in Genealogy of the Holy War. Let's start by talking about his traits. In Thracia 776, Leaf is a relatively weak unit with mediocre bases and growths. However, there are several factors that make him useful regardless. Leaf has exclusive access to the 1 to 2 range light brand. In addition to being a 60 use weapon, it provides a plus 10 bonus to luck and can be used as a vulnerary in a pinch. However, by far the most notable thing about Leaf is that he is the only unit available for every chapter. For the uninitiated, you may be thinking I'm referring to the fact that he is a lord and thus force deployed on every chapter. But no, Thracia contains a unique mechanic called fatigue that builds up as units do battle. Whenever a unit's fatigue is greater than their HP, they cannot be used in the next chapter. Whenever they don't participate in a chapter, their fatigue resets to 0. Leaf, as the main character, is unaffected by fatigue. While players will most likely try to warp skip later levels due to the incredible difficulty of Thracia, Leaf is of great help in the early game. Notably, during the Munster arc, the light brand allows him to actually deal meaningful damage against several of the high defense enemies one might encounter. As the only other great source of attack magic you'll have at this time is Asbel, Leaf fulfills a meaningful role practically in spite of his poor stats. While it won't activate often, Leaf does also possess a movement star, which can occasionally allow him to get an extra bit of damage in or heal after taking action. Leaf will not be of much use during the mid game, but his early contributions save him from being a traditionally bad unit. In Genealogy of the Holy War, Leaf is another beast entirely from his Thracia counterpart. Leif, upon his join time, is ostensibly weak. He is footlocked in a game where mounted units reign supreme, lacks pursuit, and joins in a somewhat unfortunate position. His inheritance is a bit unusual for genealogy, inheriting swords from his mother Ethlyn rather than Quan and his lances. The issue with this is that Quan, Ethlyn, and Finn all leave your army after Chapter 3. This means, if you want to pass Leaf down some truly good swords, you'll be putting them off the table for the rest of the first generation. However, putting effort into Leaf will reward the patient with his eventual promotion, the Master Knight. While Leaf will struggle to contribute at all at first, let alone meaningfully, train him anyway. Feed him every kill you possibly can. Thanks to the multiple holy bloods he possesses, his growths will shoot him up statistically rather quickly, and once he promotes, it's lights out for any foe he comes across. The Master Knight is the single best promotion in the game, granting a massive stat boost in addition to access to every single weapon type in the game at A rank, barring light magic, which, hilariously, he can still use at C rank. This promotion single handedly turns Leaf into the best unit in the game that isn't actively wielding a holy weapon, and with him being able to now use staves, turns him into the single best user of the rescue staff in the game. In conclusion, Leaf is a unit who provides some early utility in Thracia 776 and an explosive growth unit in Genealogy who you should definitely consider using. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell if you'd like to get notified when I post a new video. A special thank you to patron 60 Sweep for subscribing at the Paladin tier, and if you would like to have a say in which unit should receive a PowerPoint next, check out my Patreon. For just $1 a month, patrons will get to vote on a specific unit to gain a PowerPoint next, as well as get to see videos 2 weeks early. In addition to this, they also gain access to the community Discord. The links will be in the description down below, and have a great rest of your day.